Hello everyone, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts, and I'm bringing another video. This one's going to be another ornament video since it's kind of getting to be that time of year. So my friend Sherry sent me all of these shoes, and she actually sent me two of each color. So I'm super excited because you guys know I had one of the silver ones before that she had sent me, and I decorated it and it came out so beautiful. I don't have that one here because I sold it right after I made it. I think I put it in my shop and it was gone that day. The day that I put out my video anyway. And so I thought I would bring you a video today on making another shoe. Maybe we'll make two of them today. It depends on how quickly I can get through this. But I'm going to show you guys a couple of things first. You know how I like to show you things that I completed. I did some more. I finished some more of my heart ornaments. I just have to tell you guys, I think all but one of them is sold. And the one, actually I didn't even bring the one that's not sold yet in here. I might have two that are not sold yet. Anyway, I just wanted to show you the ones that I did finish, but before we do that, I'm going to read a couple of quotes, and I thought they were pretty good. It's from a place called wisdomquotes.com, and the first one that I was going to read, or I'm going to read, is, "Life is a mountain. Your goal is to find your path, not to reach the top." So that's pretty deep, because we have to remember we're probably never going to reach the top of the mountain, but we have to do everything we can to try and get there, or to get as far as we can in our life. So, and that's a struggle, I know, especially in these times, to try and get there. Especially the older we get, the harder it gets to climb those mountains. So I know that myself. Here's one, where is it? Oh, I liked this one and I had to read it to you. "Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards." That's a very short quote, but we all talk about how, if, you know, hindsight is 20/20. If I only knew then what I know now, we all wish we could go back and do so many things over again. And unfortunately, we can't. So we do have to keep looking forward in our lives to strive to do what we can now based on what we know from looking backwards. And I still say, at least it's true for me. I don't know. I know I've learned from some of my mistakes, not all of them, because I've obviously made some of those mistakes more than once. And so I think that we learn from at least some of them, and we can change kind of how we go based on that. So I thought that was a really, really good one. In fact, I think I need to print that one and put it somewhere in front of me here where I work, just so I can remember. Oh, and here's the Forrest Gump one. "Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get." Isn't that the truth? So anyway, I just wanted to read a couple of those. I'm going to keep that page handy because there are some really, really good quotes. There's like 83 of them. And I'd like to read more of them. But we'll just kind of save those and do them as we go. Okay, so today, these are the shoes that I have. I've got gold, which is gorgeous. They're all gorgeous. This is one of the ones I'm going to do today, and this already had this flower on here. Now, I'm not certain if that was on the shoe, or I think it was, because these all have bows, and this particular one has this beautiful organza flower. And I'm going to leave that flower on there. I can't bear to take it off because look at how beautiful it is. And then we've got a white one, a red one, and a silver one. And the ones, I've already done a silver one. And if you guys remember back, I did a real shoe in the red. My friend Carol Santoyo purchased that one, and she keeps it beautifully in her china cabinet and displays it. So I'm very, very proud to say that she really, really loves it. So, but it's a regular sized shoe, and I called it my Dorothy's modern day ruby red slipper. So if you want to see that video, you can go back in my videos and see that one. It was a stiletto shoe that I painted and glittered and did everything myself, and it turned out beautifully. It was one of those projects that I can honestly say I was very proud to do and happy with the way that it turned out. So today, I'm thinking maybe if I can, I'll do the pink and gold and maybe a white one. We'll put the gold one back. So these are the two we're going to work on today. And then I wanted to show you a couple of things. My friend Deanna sent me some stuff. She sent me a piece of this rose. I can use it as trim, you know, cut off the rose and use it as trim, or I could use a whole piece on something, which you know I won't do that because I'll want to make it last as long as I can. I love, love, love this. And I have a little piece from what she gave me before, and it's almost gone. So I'm happy to get some more of that. And then I thought, you know, I might be using some of this in today's video. I got some beautiful rhinestone trim. Now I don't know, this may be too big for one of these, unless I was to just kind of put it on a little portion of it. It's pretty big though. And then a couple of these beautiful rhinestone and pearl jewelry pieces. I have some pearls, and I have a feeling I may use these on the white shoe if I get to it. We're going to do the pink one first. I may even use one of those jewelry pieces. And this pearl, this we're not going to use today because this is obviously too big. I could put a piece like on the front of the shoe, and this is not to say that I won't do that, but for right now, I think I'm going to save this because it's a nice long piece. And I was thinking this would be nice to use on one of my pouches, because I've been thinking about doing another pouch. I haven't done one in a little while, so I've been thinking about doing another one. And these beautiful, beautiful dragonflies, aren't they gorgeous? Now I was thinking one of these might be pretty on one of these shoes. So I don't know, we'll see. This one's gorgeous, but it's in like a dark sapphire blue is what the color is of the enamel. And so it really, I don't think it's going to go with either of these, but we're going to leave these in the box here with the pearls, and I'm going to set it aside. And she also sent me these rhinestones, and I'm not showing you everything that Deanna sent me. She sent me a whole bunch of lace trims and all kinds of gorgeousness. This is very pretty rhinestone chain, and I got a nice big piece of this. It feels like it's about a yard of this rhinestone chain. Isn't that gorgeous? So you know I'm going to find something gorgeous to use that on. It's a nice big piece. And I wanted to let you guys know too, I'm going to start working again on my boxes. I have several of them to finish, my embellishment boxes. I have a bunch that I need to get finished that I've started and haven't been able to finish. I was working on 3 just sort of plain embellishment boxes for my friend Dee. She wanted to embellish them herself. So what I did was I just painted the boxes for her, and she is going to add the beautiful goodies to go on them. She ordered 3 of them, and the hardest part, honestly, is not the embellishing of the boxes, but the filling of the boxes. So it's really hard for me because I try to find as much good stuff as I can, and I do know Dee, but I wasn't sure what she wanted, and she told me to surprise her. So I was trying to come up with what I thought she would enjoy using to embellish her boxes. So Deanna also sent me some more of my favorite trim. I got some of these, and I'm pretty sure I will probably use some of this on one of my shoes today because that goes really, it's very dainty and it goes really nice. So I may use some of that today. So those are my things that and Deanna also sent me some more of my little clocks that I like to get from the Dollar Tree. Look at that. So I have lots of my little wooden clocks now. I was out of most of these. I had a few of this style and a couple of these, and I was out completely of this one, which I really like because it's very ornate. So I have some of my clocks now. Super excited about that. And then I'm just going to real quick show you guys, I finished my ornaments. Now these are all sold, you guys, but I had to show you. This is the little fairy one that I was doing. And again, I added the little rhinestones to the crystals to the bottom. And this one I did a little bit different because it's a fairy. And it has like the greenery around her, you know, I just felt right using this yarn instead of, you know, real lacy stuff to put around it. And so, and then I just added some of my lace, a little bit of lace and flowers to, you know, gussy it up a little bit. But didn't that turn out beautiful? And then I did finish this one. I'm trying to remember which one I did in my last video. I don't think I did. I know I didn't do this one. This is the ballerina. Look at how gorgeous that came out. And this one is also sold. Isn't she gorgeous? And then this one I added pearls and I resined them on the inside, just kind of going up the side. And then I added some flowers on the inside of the heart. And this one, I had a couple of these tassels, and I thought, you know what, this would be pretty with a tassel and this beautiful, beautiful butterfly. So that is that one. And the last one I'm going to show you is this one, and I'm very proud of this one. I really, really like it. I decided my friend asked for a butterfly one. And I know she likes the butterfly fairies, and so what I did was, I did this last one, I know she said a butterfly, but there's a butterfly. I did a butterfly fairy. I've got a string of glue going right across the top of that. Okay, so what I did was I added these, it's hard to get a good forward view of this, but I added these pearls around the outside of it, and when it's hanging, you can see them all hanging all down the side of it. And then I did add some of my my trims with the dangles, and then I added this little piece of lace down here at the bottom with some of my flowers and some rhinestones. But look at the butterfly fairy on the inside. This one turned out spectacular, I think. I really, really love this. And I used one of my my clear butterflies that have, you know, in fact, I added some rub-on flowers to this butterfly, and then, of course, one of my little fairies. But I just really love this, and I wanted to show you guys how pretty it turned out. Super, super happy about that one. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, and I was trying to I was starting to do just a butterfly one for her, and then I thought, no, I'm going to change it up a little bit, and I did a fairy. I just hope she likes it. Sorry. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get started on our pink one. The first thing, you know, I'm debating on whether I just want to leave this tie on it. I think I'm going to, because it has to have that regardless. And because this one's nice and gold and it goes with the gold on the gold glitter on the shoe, I think I'm going to just leave the gold one on there. Okay, and you guys, I am so not prepared for this. I hadn't decided what I'm going to do on these. I just popped them out and said, you know what, let's do a video. I have this beautiful chain as well that my friend Melba sent me. And this would also be pretty on one of these. I like how the pearls are sort of hanging off of it. So that is also very pretty. So I just took a whole bunch of things out, you guys, just in case. And then I've also got the some of the rhinestone pieces that she sent me. This would be pretty on this shoe because it kind of matches. The stones in these kind of match the shoe, the pink in the shoe a little bit. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys, I didn't show you these. Where did I put them? My friend Sherry sent me some clock buttons, and these are so cool. There's gears and things, but there's also these little clocks and these little geary hearts and stuff. So I've got these to use in my stuff now too, and I'm going to start using more clocks in some of my pieces because I really love clocks and I love the concept of time. And, you know, as time goes by, I feel like, you know, wow, it's just spinning by so quickly. This would be pretty on one of these too. Just kind of hanging off the shoe, but I think it's a little too long. This is my trim that my friend Robin sent me. But I have this little box of, these are all the little goodies that Robin sent me to use in my pieces. And so I thought, you know what, I know there's some good stuff in there. And then I have some of my little porcelain flowers too. So, and my little crystals. I've got everything. I can't go wrong here, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to put those aside and figure out. I also took, Robin sent me some of these, and I have some of these as well, but these are really nice. And I thought I might be able to use one of these on a shoe and just sort of bend it around the top like that. I thought that might be very pretty too, or around the back side of it. It would actually be very pretty. And I'll probably take these bows off. In fact, I am going to take this bow off of this one. And then I can kind of show you what I'm thinking of it. Maybe this way, but around the back of the heel like that. Wouldn't that be pretty? So, these work great for a lot of things, you guys. You have to think outside the box when you're making your pieces, because there's a lot of things that you can use that you wouldn't normally think to use that can really, really enhance your projects. So, okay, so what I'm going to do, I also have this out. I think I did use some of these pearls that Kim sent me on my other one, if I'm not mistaken. And these it looks really pretty, but you know, I just don't think I have a big enough piece to go around. No, I do not. But I have the other pearls. What did I do with them? can use these, and I really think this would be very, very pretty going around the outside of the shoe. So I'm thinking I might have actually used this on the other shoe, now that I think about it. That looks really pretty on this shoe. And super pretty on the white one. And then I also have just the string pearls, which these are very nice too. They're very dainty and go with it really, really nicely. I also have these, but I think these are a bit, well, they look really nice on this shoe for sure. I don't know. So you guys, we've got lots of stuff to use here, and I'm just gonna go to town. We're gonna figure this out. I have these too. I've got so many little trims and things now to use that I don't know what to use first. Not crazy about that for these. I think the twists and turns will be too hard for this to get around, so we'll just put that back there. And also I have some of my appliques that Debbie from Bird's Place sent me. I'm definitely going to use some flowers from Bird's Place. And I need to remind you guys, you need to get over there and join her Facebook group, because you guys, she has some of the best sales you're going to find, and some of the best flowers and bling and lace you're going to find. And she's really trying hard to get her group started back up. Since she had that hacking incident, she just deleted everything. She got rid of everything old, and everything is new. You know, as far as the name, and she's trying to get everybody back in there, and it's rough getting started up again when you've worked so many years to build something and somebody just takes it away that fast. It's shameful. I just don't know how those people sleep at night. I honestly don't. It just tears my heart up to know that people are willing to do something like that to someone so wonderful. It just kills me. Now these, a couple of them have discolored sequins on them. What you can do is you could take those off and you could replace them. I'm not going to do that. I probably won't use those two flowers just because I want this to all kind of mesh together. But I really want to use this on the white one. I'm half tempted to do the white one first. Let's do that. I want to do the white one because I'm excited about this. And you guys know I do like working with all white things. I like to do an all white project just because it gives me that sense of kind of like a wedding and new life, you know, new beginnings and all of that romantic, happy stuff. So I love doing stuff in all white, and this would be a super great like a Christmas gift for somebody who's newly married. Wouldn't that be a great gift? I don't have anybody newly married in my life right now, but a set of these, or just one ornament, would be a nice little sort of token gift for someone who just got married. I'm trying to very carefully cut this one piece off of this lace because I definitely want to use this piece here. And I don't want to lose any of my pearls. from being careless here. And then I'm going to take my glue gun and I'm just going to swipe some glue along. Oh, see, that one came off. I'm going to swipe some glue along the back side of this to glue the thread down so that none of these come off. And I'm just trying to put ever so little an amount so that I can still work with this. Okay, let's let that dry on there real quick. And then cut a little bit. In fact, I think I'm going to glue this one while it's still attached. I want this piece too. I don't know if I'm going to use it or not, but in case I want to have it ready. I love this lace applique. Again, I got this from Bird's Place, from Debbie over at Bird's Place. And she has lots of laces like this and lace trims and you name it. She's got all the stuff that you need, especially for your shabby chic projects. So if you're into shabby chic, you definitely need to get over there and join Bird's Place. She does a sale usually once a month. And like I said, you know, she's trying to get everything started back up again. And it's been a rough ride for her. But she's all safe and protected now. And, you know, she did all of her due diligence and contacted all the right people to let them know that she had been hacked. And, I mean, these people literally stole everything from her. Not her money, but her Facebook stuff, and just started trying to sell people their for some kind of furniture or something, and then trying to get them to send them money, and it was terrible. Thankfully, she got on it right away, and so she was able to prevent any bad stuff from happening, you know, to anybody. So that was a good thing. I lost one here. I'm going to glue this one back on because I need it. And let me just trim this up and clean it up a little bit more. And I apologize, you guys, if I seem a little bit shaky. Some days my hands are shakier than others. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. We've got this piece, which is really nice because it's got the swirlies and stuff on it. So I'm going to cut this piece out, and this one is long. I don't know that I'll use the whole thing, but I want to keep it long for now, so that if I need the whole thing, I can use it. And then I've got another leafy piece on here too, down at this end. So there's that. And we're gonna take this leaf off of here. Okay. And we'll cut these little tiny flowers off and use those somewhere else. Okay. So, and then we've got these pieces here if I want to use them. So these flowers are going to be useful too. I will probably end up using at least one of those. Okay, let me glue this one on there just because it looks like it's sort of barely hanging there. You know how you get those end ones that seem to want to fall off because the thread's not there. Okay, so I hope everybody's doing well today. I'm doing well. I have to work tonight, so I'm trying to get this done early enough so that I can take care of everything I need to do to get ready for work later. So this needs a little dot of glue there. And then there's the glue strings. Can't do a video without them. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down from the side a little bit on this because I definitely want to put a border around the top part of the shoe. So I think what I'm going to do, I don't know if I want to glue it this way or this way. I think this will look good coming down this side of the shoe. So let's just decide how far over I want it to be on the top. And maybe we'll start this part first. Pop that down there. These shoes are just gorgeous. I love these, and I was so excited when Sherry said she was going to send me some. And now I have them to do, and it's not so close to Christmas that I won't be able to get them all done. I will probably save a couple of them for another time, but I figure I might as well get these done for Christmas and have them in my shop for the holidays. And then I thought maybe I'd have this one kind of come and drape over the top of this part here on the side. But first I want to see if I want to use this on the heel back here. I really do. Now the only thing I'm afraid of with this is that I won't get it to stick down real well. And I don't want that. I have to be able to shape it enough so that it will grip the shoe. And then what I'm going to do, I'm not going to glue it down. I'm going to resin it down. And that way I know it will stay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Diction resin here. This is the stuff that I'm using. It's a UV resin. I'm going to press that down really well, and through one of these little holes in this, I'm going to add some resin, just like that, and maybe kind of on the edges a little bit. And I'm going to pop that under my lamp. Look at my pretty image. And I'm just going to put this under the lamp for a few seconds, and then I'll drizzle some resin in a couple more spots, and then I'll stick it under the lamp for a longer period of time so that it can really get cured. So here I'm taking it, I'm going to put some sort of behind it here. And I think I'll just go ahead and get this side as well. Just press that down. I just have to make sure I don't resin my hand to it. It could happen. And I know there's some resin on my finger here, so I need to get my finger off of this before it grabs hold of me. Okay, now I'm going to leave that under the lamp for just a minute. Get my resin away from the lamp. Okay, let me show you my image. Isn't she beautiful? Oh my goodness. I have some of these, and I got some other new images that I was adding some diamond dust to, glass glitter. And oh my word, are they all beautiful. And some of those will go into my embellishment boxes that I'm doing up now. I'll get some of my pretty new images in there so that you guys can have a chance to get some of those. And I've been wanting to do another video using some of Cindy's images as well, because I still have some of those to do projects with. And I really wanted to do a project using some of her little Raggedy Ann stuff. Her Raggedy Ann images are just adorable. Okay, so I think our shoe is ready. So that's what we have, is our little corner. And this is just one of the little you know, the corner pieces that you use, if I can just get a hold of a couple of them, that you use on boxes. You know, you can pop them on the corners and really, really dress up a box. I'm going to be using some of these on my embellishment boxes, but look at how beautiful that just makes such a difference when you add them to your boxes, your altered boxes. So remember that, you guys. They really are beautiful. I need a little dot of glue under this last piece here because I want to bend it back a little bit. There we go. So that's what the pretty lace looks like. Isn't that gorgeous? And then I want to do this one coming from here, but I think what I'm going to do before I add that, oh, I need to add some glue right here. Before I add this piece, though, I think I want to try and do my trim around the top portion of the shoe. Now, this is going to be the tricky part. Oh, and I know what I want to do. I want to add, let's see, do I have some lace right here? I thought I did. I want my thin lace to make a hanger for this. And you guys can hear my little puppy. She's clip-clopping into the room. She wants to join me while I craft. I'm just going to use some of this very thin, fine lace. I don't want anything heavy on it. So let's get this in here real quick. I think I'm going to try and do this way because the other way is going to be next to impossible. Let me get a toothpick. There we go. And then we just kind of pulled the loop through, and I'm going to take these edges, or these pieces, and just pull them through. Just like that. And then I'll just tie a knot down at this end. That way we've got our tie on there already, and I'm not trying to work around everything else to get one on there later. And we'll just snip that off. And there we go. We have our tie. And I'm probably going to do a lace bow on this as well. So now the question is, are we going to get this to go on there easily? We don't want this to come off. That's the only thing I'm afraid of when I do something like this. I'm always afraid it's going to come off too easily. Let me think. Oh, you know what? I wasn't going to use that. I was going to use my other stuff. And this stuff I don't worry about. This will not fall off. Where's the other piece that I had here? I had a smaller piece. This one. We'll use this one. Okay, so I'm going to start it right up here. And it's going to drape over that leafy one a little bit, but we're going to put that other leaf kind of over the top part of it. So I just want to make sure it's going to look okay down here. Yeah, it looks good. So let's start it up here. Get a little glue up here at the top so I can get it started. They're a little squirrely to work with at first. Well, it's part of it is this paper that I've got underneath it too. It's quite slippery. I probably should have changed my backing before I started doing the video. And I'm trying to be very, very careful with how I put the glue on here so that I don't have a bunch of oozing glue all over the place. So I'm going to be very careful. And I'm just going right up to the edge of the shoe opening. And I think we're going to cut this. I'm a little bit either long or short on this. So I'm going to bring this up to here, but that's okay because I'm going to be putting stuff up there towards the top and right up here at the heel. So you're not going to see that part anyway. So I think that it's best to go short rather than try and push it up against that and have it not fit in there. It'll be wonky. We don't want wonky. This is a pretty little pearl piece I just took off of a a butterfly. I'm just trying to see if there's anywhere that that should go. We might find a spot for it. Who knows? Okay, so we've got that on there. Now I'm going to add this piece. I'm going to start it right there and just kind of have it come. How do I want that? Let's see. I'm going to have it kind of come down the side a little bit like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some glue right there. And I'm going to go check my back door because I thought I just heard a noise out there. I'll be right back. Okay, it was just the wind. We're having a little bit of a breezy day today, so the wind is blowing things around outside a little bit. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Isn't that gorgeous already? I mean, it's already just stunning. And I am going to use some flowers, so I did pick some flowers out that I can use to put on this. I'm not sure if I'm going to use any of the pink ones or not, because I'm trying to debate if I want to just use white flowers in this. I have some, I only have this one, or actually two, of my white paper flowers. The rest I've used up already, and I do have my little foam flowers that are very pretty, and I think these would go really good back towards the with the bow in the back of the shoe. So I'm going to grab a couple of those. These are the ones that Deanna sent me. And these flowers here, look at these beautiful flowers. These are the ones that I get from Bird's Place, and this is why I tell you guys. And her prices are phenomenal, you guys. You will not pay too much money for the stuff that you get from Debbie over at Bird's Place. Here's some pale pink. So we've got the pale, and I've got the bright pink ones. Not real bright, it's just a darker pink. And then some teeny tiny pink roses. Let me hold that up. There we go. Whoops. So I've got the little teeny tiny pink roses, and I've got a couple of rose buds here. I've got these little rose buds. So, but a lot of my accent roses are going to be in pinks, and like I said, I don't know if I want to add pink to this. I mean, the pink will be gorgeous, and you know how much I love pink, so it won't hurt my feelings to add the pink to it. Okay, so let's see, how are we going to do this? Oh, and I also have my little box. Oh, that's right, I forgot about these. I also have these roses, which would be nice. They won't squish, but these won't either. They're super strong paper roses, so I don't ever worry about how those are going to hold up on my projects. The only problem with me having put all of these in one place is that now I have to thumb through them to find the ones that I want. But I do have, let me pull this aside, I do have little hearts, and so I'm looking for one of the hearts. I've got this shape, I've got the squares, I'm trying really hard to find a heart. I wanted to find a pink heart or a white heart. I don't care. It can be a clear heart or a pink heart. But of course, they're probably all at the bottom of this box. Give me just a minute, you guys. Oh, there's a pink heart. I'm going to take a couple of those out. See, I've got like the greens, pinks, clears. So many beautiful little rhinestone pieces. And I love these because they're small. Got the rectangle ones. There's triangles, all the shapes you can possibly imagine. I also have some of those kind. Well, I could spend all day looking for a heart. Here's a heart. That's the green one again. I'm sorry, you guys. Goodness gracious. I'm just getting some other shapes. I don't have to have a clear heart. There's so many beautiful, beautiful pieces in here. Okay, so what do we want to do? I was kind of thinking maybe I could put the heart between these two bits of the thing, but I kind of don't think I like that there. I think I might prefer a flower right there. And these flowers, I think, maybe just a little too bulky this way because I can't maneuver them as well as I can the paper roses. So we're just going to go with our paper and foam roses, and I think I'm probably going to put maybe a white rose and a little pink rose down here. My goodness, that wind is blowing. Wow. I didn't even know it was going to be windy today. Okay, so let's just get started here. And you guys, it's always hard for me. The first one is always the hardest, and then the next one goes pretty easy and quick. But, you know, my first one is always the one that I have to do more thinking to decide where I want to place everything. This would be pretty kind of off to the side like that, I think. But I feel like I need something in that space right there. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make our bow. So I'm going to grab my lace, because we're just going to do that out of the same lace. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to loop it this way, like that, and I'm going to give it a few loops. The second one's going to be a little bit shorter, like that, and like that, and then we're going to do one more set of loops, like that. And I'll take this and cut it. And then I'm going to cut another piece off so that I can tie it. This is how I like to make my bows, you guys, because I can make them come out right every time. So this has been the easiest way for me to do it. I'm sure there are other ways, but you know, I've seen people do it on forks. I've seen them do it on, in fact, my friend Carol sent me a video of a lady that does them with a fork. So I have to watch that one and see how hers turn out. And then I'm just going to kind of pull these to get them evened out a little bit. right. And then I'll tie it one more time in a knot. Okay, and then this is just going to go right up here by the hanger. Try and fluff those up a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to pull that down and get this glued on right there. And I'm going to cut this just about that long, maybe 2 inches, if that. And I'm going to put just a tiny dot of glue right here and have that sort of coming towards the side of the shoe. And we'll do the same thing with this one over here. And I'll pop that down right there. Just like that. And this one I need to cut just a little bit more off. Okay. So there we have our beautiful bow. And I need to twist that around a little bit. There we go. I don't know how I did it, but somehow I got that middle piece of lace smaller than the top one. That's okay. It still looks beautiful. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to figure out our flower pattern. And I think, like I said, I think I'm going to use my foam, 2 of my foam roses. Where did I put the other ones? I know I had a few of them up here. Okay. Put a couple of those up here at the top. I had even thought about maybe putting like, oh, I wonder. I wonder if I could cut like one of these dragonflies off. I don't know, we'll see. All right, let's just go ahead and get started doing this. Put one there. And actually, I want to lay it on its side. I did get a tip from one of my subscribers about turning them on their side, and I keep forgetting to do that. We'll get this one right. And then the one in the middle will be going straight up. And I'm trying to decide, I think I might want to use my pale pink roses for this. I don't know if I want this big one or if I want to use a smaller one. Oh, I've still got some sticky glue there. Okay, I have a small, really, really small one here. No, I think that one's a little too small. Unless I do something like that. Oh, that looks really pretty with that dark pink one. Just the one dark pink one. So we're going to put this one here. And this one towards the front. There. That looks gorgeous. Okay. And now to get this part figured out. And I think we're probably going to use that and that. Or no, maybe that and the small. Yeah. Let's see. I do need to figure out, though, do I want it to go... I really feel like I have to fill in this spot here. And that's okay. That looks good. Yeah, that's how we're going to do it, you guys. This one I want going straight up. Well, pretty much straight up. A little to the side. And then, oh, can't use that one. I'm thinking... I really, really, really feel like I need to do 3 roses because that's the rule of thumb. Use 3 or an odd number. 3, 5, like that. But then I'm feeling like that's going to be too much. So I might just use 1. I think I'm going to just use 1 of these roses. And I would use a leaf or something, but I don't have any small leaves. No, they're not that small. Yeah, I do have some smaller leaves, but they're not small enough. My friend Sherry sent me some acrylic leaves, but they're still too big for this. I think I'm going to pop that one. Just sort of coming down. And this little one off to this side. Like that. That looks very, very pretty. And then I do want to see if there's a spot where I can put this little heart. I don't want to... Oh, it looks pretty right back there. Oh my goodness. I found a spot, you guys. It's going to go right in here. And just pop right out behind those flowers. Just like that. And you can tell it's a heart too. So that makes it even better. And then I'm going to see if I want to put... Those are too big. I have some small. Let me grab a couple of the little tiny rhinestones out of here. There's a pink one. And there's a pink one. I was hoping to get a couple clear ones out here. Got one clear one. There's a clear one. And there's a clear one. Okay. So I've got both colors here. All right, so let's get a couple of rhinestones in here. And I'm going to pop one here, and that's going to be a clear one. Right? Do I have this the right way? My goodness. There we go. Pop that one there. I'm going to pop one right in here. And that's going to be another clear one. Just like that. And I think maybe... Nope. Just trying to see if I turned my clear one. There we go. Just trying to see if I want a little pink one to go just right here at the top. But I need to see what it looks like first. I don't want to put glue in there. Yeah, that looks really pretty. So we're gonna pop a little pink one right between these flowers here. Okay. And I wish I had one of my teeny tiny rosebuds, but I don't. Well, I do, but I don't know where they are, and it would take me days probably to find them. So, oh, wait a minute, they might actually be. Sorry, you guys. I did find a couple of other flowers that I'm going to pull out just because I might be able to use them in the next one. This one is a little, no, that's too green, greenish yellow. Do have a little bit of that though. That might be pretty to pop in there. I might have to cut it way off. No, I don't think that's gonna work out so good. I can put a piece of it right by the heart though. It actually looks a little bit too bright, I think. I don't want to do overkill. I like that. And now maybe I'm thinking about putting a clear rhinestone right in front of the heart right there. I think that would look really good. And actually what I need to do is just, I have a little dot of glue already sitting there. I'm going to heat that up and just pop that in there. If I can get it to turn the right way. My goodness, Carol. Sorry, you guys. There we go. And let's see, these are all pink, I think. Yes. I don't know, I kind of think that I have done quite enough on this. I was going to see about maybe, no, too much. Okay, so I think we've got this one almost done. I'm going to do one more thing. I need to get a paintbrush. And I'm going to put a little bit of resin on it. And I'm going to get my diamond dust. We are going to add a little bit more glitter to this beauty. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm just going to add to some of the flowers. And I'm just putting a little bit of resin on this brush and painting it on. I love using resin to add my diamond dust to things. It sticks so beautifully, and I know it's going to hold, and it's not going to go anywhere. Pushing these petals down just a tad right here. You only need a very little bit of the resin to make a difference and to get the glass glitter to stick. I think I might just, I know these are already glittery, but I think I want to add a little bit more glass glitter around the shoe. I'm going to add some more of my, and this cup already has some resin in it, but it's hard resin. What I did was, after I used it the last time, then I went ahead and I put the cup under the light and let the resin dry. And normally what I would do, which I didn't, is I would pop that piece of resin right out of that cup. And I'll still be able to do that when I'm done using it this time. I'll just put it back under the UV light and let the resin get cured, and then I can just pop it right out of there. So I'm just dabbing a little bit of this around. Okay, I think we've got it ready to go. I bet I'd have more subscribers if I talked with a different accent. I often think about that because so many of the ladies that are like in the UK and places like that, they all seem to get so many subscribers, and part of me thinks they just have that beautiful calming accent, and I just love it. I mean, I'm one of them. I just love to listen to them talk, and they always feel so calming to me. And I think, gosh, I wish I had one of those accents. But I'm not a good faker of accents either. I don't imitate people well. So this is going to definitely add more sparkle, believe it or not, to this shoe. It's already got lots of sparkle, but this is going to add that added crystal-y sparkle to it. Just got to get it on my flowers up here. It's funny though, when you do this, you can see where you have a bit of glue strings, because the glass glitter will stick to the glue strings. So I can grab those. Look at that. I can grab those and pull them right off of there because I can see them crystal clear. Let's see, let me make sure I pull them all out before I put it under the UV lamp. And I just need to put it under the UV lamp for about 30 seconds. And it will be good to go. So let's go ahead and do that. And I have to hold the lamp up, so I'll be right back. Okay, so here is our completed white slipper. And you could see, I think you can see the glitter, the glass glitter, and how much sparkle it adds to it. And then there's the glass glitter on the flowers. And it looks absolutely gorgeous. So there's a side view, one side, and there's the other side view. Isn't that beautiful, you guys? I'm so happy with how that came out. So let's see how quickly we can do this second shoe. So I'm going to use, on this one, I'm going to use this piece of lace, and I'm gonna glue it right across the top here. And I'm gonna actually use this piece to glue on the inside because I think it will help me in the end to have that just sort of wrap around and under like that. There we go. And I could get it in the right spot and have it look nice on the edge. I just thought this would be a fun addition to this one. It'll make it very shabby chic. Get some glue on these little flowers. And get it on there straight, Carol. That, and I see there's a little string right here that needs to be nipped off of there. There we go. All right, now get these little side pieces on. Just putting a small amount of glue on that lace too. I'm not overdoing it because I don't want a bunch of ooze out of the glue. Let me see. I think I'm going to pull you guys in a little closer maybe on this one. There we go. That should help. I think I might have been a little too far away on the first one there. Okay, so that's that, and what I'm going to do on this one's going to be totally different, you guys. I think I'm going to use this trim to go around the edge of the shoe. I just thought it's the right color pink, so I'm going to start it right behind this flower here. Oh, we need some more glue. It's not quite ready, but close enough. So let me just pop a little bit of glue on the underside of that and get it behind there. Just like that. I think that's a good place to start it. That way it's behind that flower. And just a small line of glue. And I can very quickly lay this down on top of that glue. See, I think that's going to be very pretty. At least I hope so. Too late now. Especially too late now that I went over the top of that lace. I think it's going to be gorgeous, actually. And let me find my spot that I'm going to cut this at. Right there. I love this trim. Okay. Wait and do that last little spot once I get to it, because I want to be able to hold this flower back to glue that down, because see how that kind of came apart there? That's going to need some extra love to get it down right. There we go. And then I think I'm going to take just a dot of glue and press that flower up against that. That way I've got that added layer of protection. There. Okay. So that's what it looks like so far. Isn't that gorgeous? Ah! I love it. Okay, and then I'm trying to decide how I want to do this one, if I want to do it completely different. But I was thinking to maybe put one of these flowers. It still feels too bulky for me, but I don't want to use these. I think this goes better with this shoe. So what I was thinking is, I don't have any tiny white flowers, no. So I was thinking if I used, I don't want to use I don't want to use the paper roses on this one. I want to go completely different. And I know that will look pretty right there. Well, probably the best thing to do is just to glue this on. I'm going to put a nice little squeeze out of glue on this because I need it to stay. And I'm going to hold it down for a minute. Oh, I do have one of these. I just noticed that sitting over there. One of my little acrylic white flowers. And we have squeeze out. That's okay. All right. I could put, actually I could do the white one like that down there. This one I just don't know if it's gonna, oh, that actually does go right there. Look at that, it fits in there perfectly. It was meant to be. These are the other flowers that Sherry sent me a long time ago that I took some of them and I spray painted them white, just so that I'd have some that would go with, you know, anything. And then I'm going to take a couple of my little rhinestone pieces. I'm going to put one back here. I'd almost like to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to resin this one on. Because that way I know it's not going to go anywhere. I don't know why. I'm sitting here and I've got all these beautiful tools and I'm not using them. There we go. I'm going to pop it under my lamp for just a moment. I just got some happy mail from my friend Dee, and she sent me some images, and they are absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous images. And she said she challenged me to see what I could do with these, and aren't they gorgeous? Oh my goodness, I've never seen any like this. So this is a true challenge, and Dee, I accept your challenge, and I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with these gorgeous, gorgeous images. So look at that one. Isn't she beautiful? So, challenge accepted, Dee. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to make something really, really pretty. So, get ready. I'm debating on whether I want to put a pink one in with this one too. I kind of feel like that would look really cool with those two rhinestones sort of layered together like that. I like it. So I'm going to dab a little more resin right in there. Pop this pink one using my tool this time right above the other one, just like that, and pop it in my lamp. Sorry you guys, but I have to do this with resin. I just feel like it's gonna stay a lot better. I kind of wish I had done that with my other ones, but I think these are gonna be fine. I just like using the resin just because I know how well they'll stay. Okay, so that was 30 seconds under the lamp, and there I've got my two little rhinestones. Look at this shoe, you guys. This is gorgeous. I want to get my little gold hanger out of there so I don't end up tucking it in and losing it. Okay. Do I want to put one of these here? I'm trying to stick it in there so I can see what it looks like. That looks really, really pretty. I really like it with that white flower in there. Hold on, you guys. I'm going to see if I can find another white flower. This is just, I don't know, that one actually looks pretty. You know what? We're going to use one of these pale ones, or I could even go with just another pink flower. But I kind of like the white. Trying to tuck that under there so that I can set it on top. Yeah, I like this one. This one looks really good. So we're going to go for it. Get a little bit of hot glue. And see if I can poke it under. I want to get it sort of under the other flower a little bit. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, now I want to do a couple of more rhinestones. And I was thinking if I could get one to kind of fit in here, I'd kind of like to have one right there. That looks pretty. this one's going down with glue. It's a little bigger, so it should hold okay. I may end up tucking some resin in behind there on the back end. There we go. Doesn't that look pretty? Oh my gosh, this shoe is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, now to do our top part. And again, I think I'm probably going to do a bow, but I'm wondering, I wonder what this would do. Oh, it's kind of too lumpy. Too lumpy bumpy. Nope, that won't work. Nope. I do have my eyelash trim, but that's going to take away from it too much, I think. So we're going to grab another piece of our white lace and make a quick bow. And this one, I think, is not going to be quite as full. Or big, I should say. Okay. Now if I can just get the outer portion to tie around it nicely, I'll be very, very happy. Trying to get a glue string off of me, and I knocked a box over in the process. Okay, so let's cut another piece of this off and keep our fingers crossed that I can get it to tie around, because it's awfully small. It's a small, small, small bow. So I'm just going to tie that around. Make sure I've got it centered somewhat. And I'm just trying to scrunch up that lace in the center there so that it's more narrow. There we go. Got it. There we go. Okay, so you can see this is going to be a much smaller bow. Okay. And I'm just trying to kind of fluff this bow a little bit before I put it on there. It's hard because my sausage fingers just won't fit inside the little loops. Okay, there we go. And you go to that side. see how we want this to go. I'm thinking maybe kind of behind the flower a little bit. I have to look at it and see if that's how I want it to look, though. Or do I want it to go... I think I kind of like it in the center because then it kind of covers up that hole for the hanger. So we're just going to put it right there where the hanger is. This little piece of ribbon, I'm going to have to put a dot of glue to get it to stay behind the rest of the bow. There we go. And that one. Oops, here I am. Sorry, guys. Okay. And I think I might just dot this lace back here, like barely any glue on it. Put it right there. And maybe just let that one kind of float. Okay. All right, now we need something in the center of that bow, and I'm wondering if this time maybe if I go with a rhinestone instead of a flower. It's hard for you guys to see what I'm doing. I'm looking at these rhinestones to see. If I do, it would probably need to be a pink one, but let's see what a flower looks like. Ah, the flower actually looks nice because then it pulls the roses up to the top a little bit. I think I'll use this one. It's a little paler pink. And then okay, let's see. This is a clear rhinestone. Let's see, maybe I will put a couple of these little rhinestones right there. If I can just get this one in there before the glue dries. There. So I got two little rhinestones right up there where the hanger hole is. Okay, and I'm not going to put any glass glitter on these these flowers, but I think I'm debating this. This shoe looks beautiful just the way it is. I kind of feel like I don't need to put anything else on it. It's gorgeous. I mean, it's got plenty of sparkle. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? So I think that's where I'm going to stop with this one. I am done with this ornament, and she will be going into my Etsy store. And I think I'm really happy. And I'm going to be making some more of these. I've got one more of this one to do, and one more of the white, and then 2 gold, 2 silver, and 2 red. So those are today's project. And I hope you guys liked this video. I know I got the second one done a little quicker than the first one, so I was hoping I would be able to do that for you guys. But these are the finished shoes. Let me go ahead and move you in just a tad closer. Look at how gorgeous those are, you guys. Yay. I hope you liked this video. These are awesome, awesome ornaments, and I will be doing the rest of the ones I have. Total, I have 10 shoes. So, so far I think this is my favorite one, and this is my second favorite. So anyway, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you all coming in and joining me to check out my videos and see what I've got going on. And hopefully you're subscribed to my channel. If not, I hope you'll consider it. Got lots more videos in the works and projects, great new projects and things that I maybe haven't done at all, or I haven't done in a while. And that's it, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Be safe and be well. Love your family. Hug them every day if you can. And please tell them you love them every day. It's so important. God bless you all. Bye-bye.